Greetings, we've got an opportunity here to check out this dark spot. See that? Now, oftentimes, it can be seen as, oh, this part got undercooked, but actually, it's due to the texture, the actual crumb is what it's called, got compressed. Now, I had an adjoining loaf that was pushing up against it, and they touched when they were baking. So what ends up happening is this area never really expands. In fact, quite the opposite. It contracts because of that pressure. As it's trying to rise, it gets forced back down. Now, sometimes you'll see this dark area that's kind of gummy in texture will be all along the bottom, just a thin layer there. And sometimes, again, it's referred to as undercooked. But in essence, when you have raw dough, it's typically in the center, right? Because you got that hot air on the outside cooking the outside. But in the inside, it's still kind of like gooey. And that is undercooked versus when it's gummy and hard like that, that's just a compression issue. And that sometimes happens on the bottom when you're shaping like your ball of dough and you're kind of dragging it to form that nice tight texture on the top, and you're forming it and you're balling it up, and you might be actually pushing too far or too hard, dragging that bottom layer and basically collapsing all of those little air pockets that it had during rising. So you're left with this compacted layer at the bottom that looks like that. So if that's the case, then just kind of ease up and soften up your shaping technique so that you have a beautiful uniform crumb. Versus here, you've got large pockets and really tight small pockets. This one was done kind of during its last, almost slightly overproofed, where it didn't really have time to uniformly rise again after it got shaped. But it is what it is, and that's how we can learn, right? All right, hopefully that's helpful, and enjoy your bread. Either way, it's still tasty.